Okay, so here we are. We're kind of getting a little bit towards the end. And this will be a short lesson because I'm basically just going to go over how to create titles. It's pretty easy here, and it's a pretty basic tool that's simple to use. So let's just go. We're just going to make a couple easy ones here. But I'll show you the interface is basically in the effects window. And your options are either something simple, such as taking a title here and just dropping it in, doing something like this. And let's say I do something like that. And then of course here we can go through and pick a font. Okay, so let's just say I pick something like this, for example, and then, you can go through and change it like that. And it can be something as simple as just dropping this in. And then let's say we grab a generator here. Let me zoom in here. Say a background color. Clicking in the inspector, and then you can go through and let's say something very simple like this. Or you could always remove this here, and you have all these different lower thirds, middle third, right, lower third, scrolling, and then you have what are the fusion titles, which these are just a little bit, kind of pre-animated call outs, center reveal. And here you can have a lot of fun just going through all of these different titles. Let's say you just drop something like that in. This little line here basically means that it sort of has to render out, which is what the blue line means. It basically means that it has been rendered. So because Fusion is and this little icon here, the little kind of 3 stars means it's a Fusion clip or title. And because Fusion is so processor intensive, a lot of times when you use these, you will have to, let the program create that blue line, meaning you're ready to go. But you can see these are all kind of pre-animated, but you can always skim through them like this. And you have a ton that you can look at. And then of course, if you do bring them in, let's say I do, maybe something like this. Let's say I bring that in. You of course have all the editing tools as well that you can go here and, type in whatever you want, font, color, make all the adjustments to the bar, a lot of power in all of these. Here's one called Superhero Movie. But yeah, you can spend a lot of time going through here and looking at all these. For now though, I think what most people use though is I'm just going to, let's see, I'm just going to drop in something like this. And then I'm going to, let's say, add an effect. I'm just going to keep it a little simple, do that. Under effects in the inspector, I'm just going to really blur that, something like that. And then we just do a basic title, lay it here. Okay, and I'm actually going to select both of those. And if you hit Shift, hold down Shift, and then drag down, that will let you drop a clip down without shifting it left or right. That way you don't kind of mess up your edit. So I'm holding down Shift, dropping it down. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do that. And let's see, I'll go back. I'll just do this. I'll make that black. And you can make all these different adjustments there. So I'll just do that, and I'll actually just make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'll just adjust the tracking. Okay, and I'll just do something kind of simple like this. Yeah, I'll do a quick fade in. Okay, so there we go. So let's just say I hit play. Adventure. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of zoom in like this, and I'm actually going to select everything, maybe just slide it over about 1 second, which you can see, and then I will zoom in, and this just needs to be a little bit longer. So I'm basically adding a second there, and a second here. Adventure. It's a word that always has a story. Adventure makes us stronger. Adventure terrifies us. Adventure pushes. Okay, and then at the end, if you wanted to simply kind of repeat a similar title scheme, I can select these two, copy it, paste, and then let's say I just kind of expand that out. And I'll zoom in. Maybe I'll make this a 1 second fade in. Then he says explore the wilderness. So maybe I will change this to say maybe I'll just make this white. And for this last one, maybe I'll go in, I selected that, and I'll just lower the opacity a tiny bit. And I can do this. I can also adjust the line spacing. Again, I'm not trying to win any graphic design awards, but I'll just kind of make some small adjustments there. And then let's see, I don't want the fade in there. So now at the end, we're just simply going to have a simple cut. So explore the wilderness. And then maybe I will extend that out and do a 1 second fade out. Shift Z to see the whole timeline, and I'll just back up to here. The next one is always on the horizon. Explore the wilderness. And maybe I'll add transition there. I'll do video and I'll say dip to color here. Select the transition color. I'll do dip to white. And I'll select this transition, extend it. Conquered one journey. The next one is always on the horizon. Explore the wilderness. So basically titles are that easy. You can also create something in another program like Photoshop or anywhere else and drop in JPEGs or TIFFs or anything like that. So you can see this project is kind of coming together. We have the titles and we have the sound mixing, everything. And so in the next lesson, we are actually going to jump into color and give this a little bit of a look to kind of keep bringing everything together, keep it cohesive. So I will see you there.